There we go. Hello, everyone. So this is the second session for Marketing Cloud: The Next Generation. This one is actually going to be on marketing intelligence. All right, could we go to the next slide? All right. So as always, I want to start by thanking everyone on the call, both the attendees as well as the presenters, and then we also have Gilda and a lot of other people that are working behind the scenes to make these things happen. So thank you. Next. So here's a few of the different people involved or the different sessions involved. We have the marketing champions, which are a majority of our speakers. How to SFMC, which is what I'm part of and is helping to host this and get the recordings and everything out. Then, of course, we have the support from Gilda and some of the people at Salesforce. So, yes, as you heard with the difficulty I was having in the beginning, this is recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube. During the session, any questions you have, please put them in the chat window. And then, yes, there is a Slack channel as well that you can continue conversations in. It's at howtosfmc.com, and you'll be able to submit to join that Slack channel. So here's the sessions we have left. We had session 1 on personalization last week on the 13th with Jacob. We're doing the intelligence session today. And then after that, we've got Engagement Plus, and we've got an AMA the last week of the 3rd. And of course, forward-looking statement. This is all decisions should be made based off of what your conversations with your AE are and not this presentation. This presentation is current state and not guaranteed state. All right, and with that, I am actually going to pass it across to our speakers to quickly introduce themselves and begin the full presentation. So I pass it to you.
Greg, am I audible?
We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, wherever you are, and today we'll be speaking about marketing intelligence. Before that, just to give my introduction, I'm Aishwarya. I speak more on marketing, data cloud, and Agentforce, and that is the day-to-day activity that I do perform as. This is my LinkedIn profile, and you can go and scan and connect with me if you have any questions which is not able to answer in today's and I do post regularly on SFMC and marketing cloud next related on a weekly basis, so you can just I'm very glad today to speak with Ali Sayed as well, who is a golden hoodie recipient. So happy to cover this topic, and over to you, Ali, to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Ali Said. I am the co-founder and CTO at Connect Digital. I'm based in Dubai. As Aishwarya mentioned, I'm a fellow marketing champion, and I'm also the Marketing Cloud Community Group Leader for the Dubai region.
Okay, thank you, Ali. These are the topics that we are going to cover today, part of marketing intelligence, starting with the introduction, and we'll understand the core capabilities of marketing cloud intelligence with marketing intelligence, and we'll also understand the architecture, use cases, and best practices, wrapping up the Q&A session. I'll be taking up the first part where we'll be discussing about the introduction layer, like what is marketing intelligence, what it does, and later it will second part of it would be a demo, and that will be covered by Ali. Question of you, like how many of you have experience in marketing cloud intelligence? Please do drop in the chat, like what is your experience in marketing. And in the meantime, I'm going to just give you an introduction about what is marketing intelligence. So maybe there might be a question: does marketers have all the necessary information to perform analytics? Basically, yes, but there will be some on the clarity. Like we might not have a proper clarity when we are working on analytics side. So that type of issues, whatever we come across while working on the analytics with margins. So in this particular picture, you can see data is flowing from all the different environments like Google, Meta, LinkedIn, TikTok, all these external platforms along with Salesforce CRM. And this funnel picture, which you can see in between, that is representing marketing intelligence unification, bringing the insights on the data and working on the semantic layer of it. Everything is done within this funnel, representing marketing intelligence that is supported by Data Cloud and Tableau Next. And we do have an action layer, whatever is done, whatever we get as an output, that will be activated with Agentforce, and also you can get the real-time alerts. And again, this is optional, but if you want, you can enable this activation layer as well. Otherwise, this will be a normal dashboard and a reporting view for you. Similar. With that said, we'll get into the capabilities and focus on paid media optimization section, and other things we'll discuss one by one once we get into the later slides. So paid media optimization may be out of agent currently available for marketing intelligence. Maybe like usually marketing team would something manually reactive things are done manually related to reporting when we think about paid media, right? So with the help of everything is within the same environment. If you just go and log in into the marketing intelligence, and again, you will be activating Agentforce. Again, Agentforce is if you enable it, you can get the real-time insights on your data, whether it can be campaigns with performance, which is performing better, which is not going well, and how to improvise that level of information. You can very well gather. And paid media optimization is one such agent currently available. Then to the unified market homepage, intelligent data enrichment, all these things I'm going to cover a little bit deeper in the upcoming slide. But as of now, you can understand this homepage. So the visualization is coming from Tableau Next, and that's what you will see on the marketer homepage. Within marketing intelligence coming from Einstein AI. Like it's not yet like a predictive AI, but you can very well learn enriching your data, cleansing your data, and understanding what is currently there and how to improvise it. All these information you can very well do it with the help of AI that we are having. Then the three-click data pipeline, which will be diving deep into it in the demo as well, and flow how it works. Then built-in attribution is something which Ali is going to discuss on the campaign attribution side, but understand what it is. Maybe if a visitor is coming to the website, you just need to understand the anonymous information about them. You will get it upfront, and from where they are coming from. All the information you can capture from them, that information you will get intelligence, first touch attribution, and maybe at the end stage, once they get converted and once they are your active customer and maybe your platform, maybe they are unsubscribing, you are going to get a last touch attribution as well when they left your brand, and what might be the reason, those information as well. That is what the means. And here we'll be focusing more on the campaign side. So that is what campaign attribution will help you out to understand better and high level. These are the things or the steps that you need to keep in mind while working on marketing intelligence, Data Cloud or Data 360 related things also. First of all, Connect is the first step. So all the source system, whatever you are having, that will be connected, 20 plus connectors in place out of the box. You can bring that data. It can be any data related to social or web, any such information that you can connect directly to marketing intelligence, and will help you in creating a data stream as well, and all these things which we'll discuss again in the architectural slide. And harmonizing is where and which will play important role in helping out and modeling the data structures, as all these data whatever is coming from the same data structure, they are varied, maybe in their language, like how they speak to all these information are same always. So data cloud will help us in harmonizing that data. And then we have enrichment layer, which is powered by Einstein AI, using the data and transforming data, and like normalizing your data, bringing in some structure to it, classifying it. All these things will, and you can also use tagging, which is part of data cloud, to enrich your data as well. Then coming to the visualization side is an important role, and whatever you see as an home page in marketing intelligence, that is powered by Tableau Next. And again, compared to all the classic version of marketing cloud intelligence related view. Now coming to Act, like I have got some good analytics related information. I have some dashboards. I have some bar graphs, pie chart, everything available. But where I activate this information, again, you can use Agentforce. You can also use Slack to communicate with your respective stakeholders in like a bar graph within a chat itself. They can just send a message to agent, and they can respond back with a beautiful graph, like what is the current state, and if there is some issue with the performance of your ads and campaigns, if you want to check what is going there for you to help you out. So that is the layer where Agentforce will support. Then the final one is measure. Again, as I mentioned earlier about attribution, first attribution, maybe the anomalies that you're going to get, all this information will be available for you in your fingertips. Then come to marketing intelligence architecture, you can see the foundation layer here is Salesforce platform. So compared to marketing cloud intelligence, marketing intelligence is directly, so it's a what to say, built on the native platform. And we have data cloud, which acts as a data layer, and we do which acts as a semantic layer. Semantic layer means understanding what this is, like what is this data all about, what is this brand all about, you need to do with this particular data. That level of information you can very well capture with the help of Tableau Next. If you are enabling marketing intelligence, you need to enable data cloud and also Tableau Next to make it work. And we do have marketing intelligence. There are like 20 plus connectors today, which is going to evolve day by day. And as of today, some main thing in here for the presentation are like Amazon ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads, then Google Analytics, YouTube advertising, Criteo, TikTok, and these are all some set of standard or maybe out of the box connectors available to us, already available with you. You just need to use this connector to bring the data into marketing intelligence, and this is supported. And whatever we need to do in data cloud, similar type of setup we'll be doing here as well, but every load kind of setup. Then data management, again, this is a very very important layer here, like a data pipeline, data enrichment patterns. So data pipeline is like where you are going to connect your data, harmonize your data, and play around with your data initial setup. Then the data enrichment is going to enrich your data, transform your data. Then it is going to classify what type of data you are bringing in, whether this type of data is already available, and it is going to, then the attribution, like first touch, last touch attribution, all those information you are going to have here in the attribution section. On top of data management sections, also part of the UI, which is like goal, marketing analytics, and segmentation. So you can set the goals similar to other analytics tools. It can be year-end goals or maybe monthly goals that you need to achieve, part of the revenue, part of spends that you can do here. Analytics, like whatever analytics you are going to do here, maybe the dashboard reports, all these things you will be having here in this section. And then segmentation, like later you want to segment this data for using for, like data cloud or maybe within marketing cloud next. For this segmentation, like this segment help you in activating your data in these other within marketing intelligence as well. If you want to segment your data, pass it to your respective stakeholders, a different set of dashboard, you can do that as well. Then we have about Agentforce paid media optimization. Like that, you can build your own custom agents as well and make it work. Activation layer, Slack. Again, external activation layers also, but Slack is something which is predominantly used by most of the marketers today. So you can make it will help in alerting your team members or maybe your customers if something is going well, that particular improvise. And again, if you want to pause an ad or a campaign, you can get that immediate alerts as well. Okay, so now coming to the main part, this is the heart piece of architecture. Maybe we we did discuss about architecture, maybe on an overall the data pipeline and semantic layer specifically. As we can see, like here as well, connectors is the first step. We are going to build connectors, and you can also use AP connectors here. But again, mostly that is available part of the MI connectors, and also we do have Total Connect, which will bring all the files. Like if you have any flighting intelligence, that is supported as well. So here in this picture, you can see Google Ads, which is giving you a delivery report, and we do have marketing getting ingested, and it is creating a data stream intelligence. And this data ingestion, whatever we are getting into data, I mean to say into marketing intelligence, this data stream is similar to what we see as well. That's a lot of things related to data cloud, data stream, data lake object, data model object. So these are all concepts related, or data 60. So once this data get ingested, automatically a raw that is data lake object, so for conversion. And if you want to do some transformation to your existing raw DLO, you can do it here. And this is actually this process is actually that maybe you need to add some unique identifiers for the raw DLO. And if you have some formula fields that you want to bring, or maybe multiple regions, you need to identify from which region it is coming from. Maybe you need a formula field there, like if this region, the country as XYZ, something like that, you can do it over here. And the stars, like there are some standard set of yellows available for us, like campaign, site, ads, facts, and media by creative. So these are all part of our marketing intelligence standard like converted, and you can bring in Salesforce flow orchestration as well to improve data. Like whatever you're getting from ingested data, if you want to improvise, you can also use Salesforce flows. And this gets connected to customer 360 data model. Again, this is the backend layer for data cloud as well, or data 360. Here also we have customer 360 data model, which is playing that backend role, bring a unification layer. So for each of these data, whatever you are going to bring, there is a separate DMO for each ad DMO, creative DMO, like that it gets created. And later we have this SDM deployment. SDM is nothing but semantic data model in place, which like locked as you can see here, system STM locked. We can also create some custom STMs if at all, if you want to create something new apart from the existing ones, you can do that as well. Existing STM, it's like a copy of whatever you currently have in the standard one. You can enrich your data and your data in the STM process. And if you want to calculate, create a dimension, measure, those type of process also will set. And again, at the bottom layer, you can see the marketing intelligence supporting MI dashboards with LWC data science. So whatever you have already in MI, what is a data 360 reports and Tableau Next, that can also be connected. Get a holistic view of your data, marketing data in one place. Okay, now you can view in marketing intelligence and what's. So as we all know already, like marketing is data Roma, and whereas marketing intelligence, it's like a new rebranded product which is on top of, and we do have integration like data stream with hundreds of API coming into place in marketing intelligence. Here also we have integrated Tableau Next and Agent Force, which is out of the box. Then customization, there we have HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Again, if you are working on it, you should have understanding of this to build a customized branding view. Here we'll be using AI enrichment and harmonization to work on it. And is like usually it will be a manual process, manual classification and taxonomy. But with marketing intelligence, we have AI-driven modeling. Then analytics layer, like you can see reporting dashboard and visualization marketing cloud intelligence. In highlight here, marketing intelligence is only a reporting and dashboard tool. Whatever data you are going to have marketing, you are going to use it and activate that data. So that is what this marketing intelligence tool will do. And governance and activation, again based on your role, there is a limitation within some access, but coming to marketing intelligence, this is based on the guardrails, data cloud governed compliance that you're having. Coming to activation, it's based on the campaigns. Here it is based on like even in the mid-flight, you can go and stop your campaign, make some changes, and again reactivate your campaign or ads. Again, based on the alerts that you're going to get. We have agency reporting, like a branded dashboards and custom KPIs and standardized AI dashboards, all within marketing cloud intelligence and marketing intelligence. Again, intelligence is powered by AI. So you will see most of the things on AI side. Most of the things are driven by AI. So marketing intelligence is supporting AI out of the box. Spend usually, as I said, media, we will get everything maybe manual, like we will do some manual setups, usually have some legacy connectors and via APIs. But here we have data cloud, and we will bring that data cloud connectors also as a native source. So attribution. Again, when working with marketers, definitely there will be some challenges on the revenue side. So the revenue related information also here. Again, attribution will be discussed by Ali. So he will explain more on this section. Then historical benchmarking, like real get intelligence compared to marketing cloud intelligence. Then the campaign optimization, which I mentioned earlier, real time you are going to get here. Understanding MCI little bit more, like data integration, total connect, visualization. So these are all currently existing, but it is in a legal, very advanced, I would say, compared to marketing intelligence. Even in marketing intelligence, we have all these. They are evolved. They have data cloud in place. They have agent force in place. So these things, whatever you're currently seeing, these are an evolved version in marketing. Marketing cloud is not going anywhere. It is still existing. And if you are currently using marketing cloud, cloud intelligence, you can very well adapt to marketing intelligence. There is a SKU for marketing cloud intelligence users as well, that is marketing cloud intelligence plus marketing cloud intelligence and marketing intelligence. Most of the features what we are seeing here is also available in marketing, and this is the convergence or the transition layer that you can see from marketing. One is data cloud, as discussed earlier what data cloud does. Like it will help as a data layer, and you can bring that information from data cloud itself into marketing intelligence. Then the Tableau Next, which will bringing the experience, and Tableau Next will help you also in the visualization of reporting. So for that important role, and again you need to have some basic understanding of what data cloud does and what Tableau Next does, to understand what is marketing. And also Agentforce marketing, we do have some standard reports and Agentforce marketing, marketing cloud next, right, like performance marketing performance app, which will help us. But on top of, if you want to enable this layer marketing intelligence, very well you can do it. So you bring a unified stick view of all your data in one place. And I'll be discussing one use case here, but however we'll be having a demo on other use cases as well, right? So first let's see like media to web performance, which is when we think of marketing cloud intelligence and how it is going to work in marketing intelligence, right? So when I say media to web, like we usually have data coming from, it can be analytics. So here I'm taking example of Google Analytics, most common use case which everyone might have come across, right? So if I'm getting data from Google Analytics, when people usually use Google Analytics, in our platform there will be some missing pieces, which is not there. Maybe on marketing cloud intelligence, we will be using mostly on the campaign related information. So maybe having more information like from where they are coming from, the visitor information, and maybe their attribution information, Google Analytics. But with the introduction of marketing intelligence, we'll get everything in one place. Even whatever your Google Analytics, you can very well get it directly in marketing intelligence also if you connect it to web directly. But let's say if you are using Google Analytics also and you don't want it to lose that data, you can very well connect it to marketing intelligence. So these are all some solutions that is listed in analytics. First is we have MI connector for Google Analytics, which is out of the box. If you have all the data in place, whatever you do marketing intelligence, then AI data enrichment layer will help you in cleansing your data, standardizing and transforming your data. Then calculated format, like bringing the metrics and dimension measures, all these things you can do within that calculations. And you will get the overall picture of what is the data that you are getting from your web and also from media into marketing intelligence. You can use to send any campaigns or emails to your customer based on the data that you are going to analyze. You will get an aggregated view, as I mentioned, and it will be like better for optimizing your campaigns. And if you're bringing ads data like Google, instead of analytics, if you're bringing in Google Ads, that will also give you an optimization on ads. Then it will improve your budget efficiency. And again, here not manual. So again, you can just with a click of a button, you can just share it with your team members and also your executive members, whoever is part of your differentiation layer, which I've added at the bottom, which I already informed, like campaign level reporting is what you can get from MCI, whereas in MI you're going to what and how it is transformed. And coming to the final slide from my end, intelligence, it's separated into 3 layers. First is data strategy. Again, this is where we are getting or working on multiple different sources. We need to understand what it is, what type of data we are bringing in, and what level of information we need. Most of the things today is consumption model. Most of the data that we are going to use is based on the consumption model only. So we need to plan well in advance and then unify, fragment the data, everything accordingly. Then define clear KPI. What is your end result and what you are expecting as end result. That you need to plan upfront. And define that as a clear key performance is okay. Then enable end-to-end attribution. As we discussed earlier, first touch and last touch attribution that you need to enable if you need it. That is also connected to CRM data. If you are enabling it, your first touch, last touch attribution, you can see that in your CRM page opportunities related to account. Then operational view is like you can automate your report, and again uses to activate it, and iterate with predictive analytics. You can improvise your data with the predictive analytics, understand happen next with the prediction. Then we have data 360 as an integration layer. So you need to plan accordingly to build out, and also in next also what type of dashboards and reports, workspaces, and semantic data that you're within tab. Then governance, again this is role based governance. You can activate based on the role, as I mentioned, having multiple regions. If you want to restrict access to some of them, you can do that very well in marketing intelligence. This is like user level dashboards also. Then compliance and security. Salesforce is a number one CRM with the trusted, again it's a trusted number one CRM. So very well at security across all the regions in the globe. So very well it will prioritize your compliance also based on the data, and be care related accounts and also related to financial accounts. Again, you can mask that data as well, not a intelligence. With that said, I'll be passing it over to Ali, and Ali will be discussing on the campaign attribution, and he'll be also giving us
Thank you, Ashwarya. I'll just be sharing my screen, so give me a moment. All right. Ashwarya, if you can kindly go on mute, please.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So I'll be taking you through the platform in detail, all the through the different capabilities. Please do ask questions on the chat if there's any particular areas that you wanted me to cover, and I'll do my best to squeeze everything in 25 minutes. But I'll start off with the overview screen. When you first log into Market Intelligence, you're presented with these widgets and dashboards that is already customized and developed as part of the platform. This isn't something that you can customize or change the layout of the main screen. This can be done in marketing analytics, where you can create your own dashboards and customize your own widgets and the look and feel. But what this page essentially is showing is anything that is that needs to be top of mind. What are your key metrics? So what's your overall spend, your revenue, your return on ad spend, the ROI. So it gives you a very good holistic overview in terms of what is going on in the platform, and a quick snapshot whether there are any particular campaigns that you need to optimize, anything that's low performing, anything that requires pausing as part of the capability of Agentforce. But this is a good start in terms of when you first log into the platform. So then you get a sense of what's happening within the platform. But what I'll do right now is take you through the key functionalities of a marketing intelligence. And I'll break it down, first of all, in data management, how you ingest data into the platform, how you can then harmonize that data, and then essentially we'll then go into the marketing analytics, where we can then build those customized widgets and dashboards. So first thing first is when I go to data management, on the left-hand side, I break this down into three different key areas for you to fully ingest your data and ensure that the data is ingested in a way that allows you to create all the necessary visualizations as part of Tableau Next. So you have data pipelines, which is previously known as data streams on Datorama. So with data pipelines, you're essentially leveraging the core capabilities of Data 360 that allows you to connect to the out-of-the-box connectors that we have across all the different channels. Then we have data enrichment in terms of how you can then harmonize that data. You can manipulate some of the data that you ingest directly into the platform. And then patterns, if you have a defining a naming convention that you're using to ingest directly into the platform or for your clients, you can then define what that pattern is. Then you can concatenate, you can define what are the delimiters between the values. So first thing first, with data pipelines, if I click on new pipeline, this will present to me the list of out-of-the-box connectors that is only for marketing intelligence. When you go to, if you're using Data 360, you'll have way more connectors than this, but this is 30 out-of-the-box connectors that you can leverage immediately. So this list is growing. When I first started demoing and started using marketing intelligence, which was around March last year, there was almost 8 connectors only. So from last year until today, this has grew into to 30 connectors. And you have the most common channels. You have LinkedIn, you have Meta, Google, and so on. You have the legacy sort of capabilities where you can use Total Connect by ingesting, for example, CSVs or data directly from FTP locations. You have the Marketing Intelligence Connect, where you can then ingest data from multiple data sources. But in this example, what I'd like to show you is how you can leverage the out-of-the-box connector. So I'm going to select Meta Ads as an example. And then you select the connection. So you would use the connection that is available directly through Facebook Ads Manager. You'll have your account ID listed. And then if I click on next again, now this is what's great about the native connectors. Now, previously you would have had to do a lot of customization, a lot of mapping, creating your data sets in advance and ensuring that it transforms and maps directly to your to Datorama historically. But with marketing intelligence, these are automatically done for you. So these terminologies over here, you've got DLOs, DMO mappings, data streaming. These are Data 360 capabilities that allow you to ingest data directly into the platform. And then if I click on data sets, the mapping is automatically done for you. So the semantic data model that is already designed and created by Marketing Intelligence is available for you to essentially just auto maps all the different attributes from all the different social networks into the Marketing Intelligence model. And this is great because, again, you don't have to do any guesswork or understanding which value goes into which field into the model. So this is all done for you automatically. You can then look back at the attribution window. So the previously with Datorama is the multi-touch attribution, or the first and last touch was using a third-party application that you had to download through the App Store. But with Marketing Intelligence, we do have out of the box first touch and last touch capabilities, and we also have multi-touch that is due to be released in February, which is a game changer. And then you can define the run schedule, how often you want this to run. So to summarize, you're essentially able to ingest data directly from all the different social platforms with essentially a couple of clicks, and then you're able to use that data immediately. Now, if I get out of data pipelines and go into the harmonization piece, which is data enrichment. So when you first decide to enrich your data, you have a couple of options. You can define it directly from the source, or you can use enrich with Einstein. You can do this manually, but the beauty with this product is that you do have the AI capabilities built in. So you're saving a lot of time when it comes to figuring out the naming convention, what is the patterns, how to transform certain data from a single letter to an entire word. So if I click on enrich with Einstein, and I'm just going to select the data space. So data spaces is obviously a data 360 capability that allows you to have multiple data spaces to ingest data from different data sources. So I'm just going to type in here market intelligence. I'm going to try and enrich my campaign name. So over here, it's just validating my selection that it works in terms of enrichment. It's all good. So I'm just going to click on next. All right, awesome. So with data enrichment, specifically with enriching with Einstein, you have three key capabilities. So you have data normalization, which allows you to manipulate values and change them to a unified value. So as an example, Google Ads, we're bringing in mail. Meta Ads, we're bringing in mail, but with a lowercase m. And then for marketing campaigns, there's just a singular value of the letter M. So what happens now is when you're using this capability, Einstein and the AI capabilities will allow you to manipulate all that data, again, with simple prompts and some additional instructions. So I'll show you how you do that shortly, but let me just go through the rest. Data extensions is, again, a great capabilities that you can extend and generate new values based on the data that you might have within the ingested data. So as an example, we have the car model name, a Ford Mustang. This is a sports car in terms of a car category, and this is the generated target market. You have the F-150, which is a pickup truck, Ford Explorer, which is an SUV. So you can write a list of instructions that as the data is coming in, it will automatically categorize all the different values. And then again, it will save you a lot of time trying to manipulate the data pre-ingestion and even after ingestion. So it's a very important capability that we have in market intelligence. And then we have data grouping. Data grouping, again, is a great capability that allows us to group certain values together. So if you had a list of cities that you wanted to group under a particular region, for example, if you wanted to list all the countries that are based in the Middle East and you wanted to put that all together, and then we can group those as part of the data grouping capability. So as an example here, you've got Yahoo, Google, and Bing. As a marketer, we know this is a search media type. So then we can group those together again with simple instructions. So if I click on data normalization and click on next, what I'm going to do is going to give me a preview of the value that I have in the as part of the data load. So on the left-hand side, okay. So over here, you'll have the campaign name normalized. So this is an example. So you have separating certain values between the different attributes and the values that we're bringing into the data model. And as an example, this is probably not the best of examples, but just to show you the capabilities of Einstein. So you can say remove underscores and replace with pipe. And I'm going to try maybe replacing NTO, replace NTO with Northern Trail Outfitters. Okay, hopefully this works. Click on refine. Let's see if that works. There you go. So it's replaced all my underscores with a pipe. Any value of NTO is now replaced with Northern Trail Outfitters. So this is really what I'm trying to demonstrate here, is that it's a powerful capability that allows you to change data as it's coming into Market Intelligence without the need of doing any pre-manipulation before we ingest that data into the platform. So I'm just going to click on Next. And now what I'm going to do right now is just quickly show you patterns. I'm just conscious of time. So if I click on New Pattern, so with patterns, as I said, this allows you to define the clear delimiters between the different values. So then when you ingest the data coming into the platform, you can define which value that has been ingested to which dimension. So I'm just going to do MI patterns, and I'm going to do this with campaign name again, and click on Next. Okay, so what I'm going to just demonstrate here, so if I click on the first one and click on Apply, it will recognize the different positions of all the different values coming in from the from the data pipeline. It separates it for you automatically, so you don't have to go with what's been suggested. You can easily delete certain positions. You can concatenate position 13 and 14 by just simply clicking on the delimiter, and then that will join those two different values. Oh, if I just go over here, and over here I can, for example, I want to extract this data. So I'm going to click on dimension. This would be region. This one could be country. That could be the campaign type. And this is the target audience. So depending on the number of dimensions that you have, so as you define the dimension, those can be pre-created. Then you can define which values to be ingested to which dimension. So again, a powerful capability that lets you understand your data in more detail and also ingest it in a way that makes more sense when it comes to visualization. So if I'm just gonna go back and take you through marketing analytics. So with marketing analytics, you have predefined dashboards again, but these are customizable. So you can change those as you like. So you can change the look and feel. You can change some of the naming conventions. You can change the titles. You can change pretty much anything that you want on this page, even the filters. And this essentially will give you, again, a holistic overview, but in more detail in terms of which campaigns are performing. So the return on ad spend metric, the conversions per campaigns, conversions per channel. So it's again, it's a good solid start in terms of giving you what you need, but you can customize it and add more detail into this page. You do have predefined dashboards at a channel level. So you have data coming in here for Google Ads. You have data coming in here for Meta. Again, so these are already pre-configured, but as I mentioned, customizable. If you wanted to create something completely from scratch, the beauty about this product is that it's powered by Tableau Next. So if I click on Tableau Next, again, I have a couple of options. I can have predefined templates that I can create my dashboards with, or I can just start from scratch. So if I click on create, I have a couple of options. I can create a custom semantic model. So a completely new data model for us to ingest the data. But my recommendation, obviously, trying to make it work with a default version that you get when you use the Market Intelligence. You can have dashboards and visualization. So if I click on that and click on continue, essentially what I'm doing here is selecting the semantic data model, which is where all the data is ingested to, for me to create my my widgets. So on the left-hand side, I'll then have all the different values that are available to me that I can use as part of my creation of different widgets using Tableau Next. So I'm just going to do maybe conversions. And this would be rows, and I'm going to do campaign name. Okay, so again, very simple point and click configuration. You're able to grab all the different attributes on the left-hand side, drag that into the main canvas, and then you can then essentially use this widget, once you save it and activate it, to be applied to an entire dashboard. So if I go back to the home page, again, I can create myself a new dashboard. These are the predefined templates that I mentioned, or you can start using a blank dashboard. Now, depending on the use case and depending on the KPIs that you want to demonstrate, some of these could be a great start to select. But if you just wanted to show how it would look like if you start from scratch, again, you'll have a blank canvas. Then you can decide what you want to add into the canvas. If I, for example, select visualization, and then add Pioneer, click on add, then I'll have a list of the defined widgets that have already been created. So I'm just going to select one that has already been done. So I'm going to just select conversions by campaign, click on select, and then this will display a real view of how that would look like. So I can just drag this across, and then I can click on text, add that over here, and then on the right-hand side, I can add marketing champions dashboard, make it a little bit bigger, and so on. So very easily configurable, point and click, and then you're able to create your own customized dashboards. Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go back again to the home page and just select a dashboard that's already been predefined and just show you how easy it is to edit that dashboard. So this is a dashboard that I showed you on the previous screen when I was going through the different available dashboard that calls the different marketing channels. But you can simply click on edit. And then again, you're able to then customize this as you see fit. You can move around the widgets. You can change the text on the dashboard itself. You can remove and add different filters. So it's fully customizable as per your needs. And just gonna go back now to the main page. Now you do have the first touch and the last touch dashboards. So over here, if I click on first touch, you can see how many leads were generated from the first touch campaign. So as an example, this could be a social media campaign. What was the spend? What was the revenue? So as a marketer, it's very important to understand that all the money that you're spending in terms of the social ads or the marketing campaigns or even the WhatsApp and email marketing campaigns is bringing you the value that you're hoping for. So this is a good understanding to understand which channel and where the credits are being converted against which channel that is available as part of your social media campaigns. I do have a slide that I'd like to quickly take you through just to explain how that looks like. So just give me a second. I'll rush through this, just given that we are short on time. So with campaign attribution, typically what you'll have is you'll have your social platforms available that is displaying all your different ads. So you have your LinkedIn, you have Meta, you have Google. And essentially what we're doing here is that we're capturing all the different UTM parameters to be pushed into the website. Now, the beauty of Market Intelligence, there is an out-of-the-box attribution SDK, easily configurable. You get a snippet of code and you can apply that directly into the website. And what the attribution SDK does, it will push the data using the Data 360 capabilities of data streams, where it pushes the identity and the behavioral data into Data 360. And what it does, it captures the device ID as part of the attribution SDK. So then we're understanding who those devices are. So then it helps when identity resolution is being brought in to map all the different all the different profiles. And then hypothetically, just say the conversion happens from a web to lead. A customer registers on the website, or they show their interest. That data goes into CRM. And again, we are able to leverage the data streaming capabilities that allows us to capture leads and opportunities back into Data 360. Now, what happens next is that you have your identity resolution that is being applied on Data 360 to match the leads against the identities from the SDK. The attribution engine will start applying a timestamp on your first touch and your last touch campaign, so then you understand where the conversions are happening, where the credits are being applied. That goes into the market intelligence semantic data model, which then syncs with the campaign name data that is being brought in from the social media campaigns. And then what it's doing is leveraging the UTM parameters captured over here on the left-hand side with the campaign name that is coming in directly from CRM. So this is essentially how a campaign attribution works. And the data that I showed you on the dashboard is leveraging the capabilities of the attribution SDK. So I'm just going to go back and close this off before I hand it back to Greg. So within the capabilities of market intelligence, we do have goals that you can define. There are, again, predefined goals that is available, so that could be customizable. It can be amended. But again, to create a new goal is very, very simple. Again, point and click configuration. I click on the goal, select the metric. I'm going to just do social likes, social post likes metrics. You can select which channel. So I'm just going to select Meta in this example. What the value is. So I just do 5 and the start date from the 1st of January and end of the month. And again, in real time, you'll get a preview on whether the goal is on track. So in this snapshot, it's showing that we're on track, so that the goal should be met. If I, for example, just say I increase the value to 50, on the right-hand side, it should tell me a different story. So it's saying that it's off track. So again, it gives you a real-time view how well the goals are performing, and then whether you need to make any certain tweaks before you save it and add that to your dashboard. And with that, I think I'm just on time. I'm just going to hand it back to you, Greg.
Awesome, thank you. So we have some slides, but we don't need to show it. I know we don't have time for a Q&A right now. If you want to push inside of either the Slack channel, or if you want to reach out to me on LinkedIn or something like that, by all means do that. Pass a question there. We're looking to collect questions to answer for the last session as well. So even though we won't be able to answer it right away here, we will be able to address those at a later time. So please push questions there. We do have the session next week, which is going to be Engagement Plus, and then that's following week is that AMA. To wrap things up quickly, I'm just going to say thank you to both of our presenters today for giving us such wonderful and valuable information. And thank you to everyone that was able to attend. It was wonderful to see you, and hope to see you next week. So thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.